So, this here is Gothic 2 for PC. Our quest here is to make our way back to the Valley of Mines and do the first main quest. And the game is being submitted by Frushante. Here we go. Wait, what? Why doesn't it start? Hello? There we go. Oh well. No, 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 no. Ah, don't worry. Don't worry. I know you don't do it to mess with me. Alright, so here is where we ended last time. There's something about Greta. Wasn't there? We're supposed to do something.
Put away that weapon. Smart kid.
Oh, Mateo sent me.
Mateo sent me. You still owe him some gold.
Oh yeah,
He
that
wants
was...
his money. What for? The goods he delivered were flawed, bad fabric, and bad seams. And did you look at the colors? Those are not the colors I ordered. That's fraud, that is. Let me tell you, back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband. Such a good man he was. Handsome, hardworking, a gentleman of the old school. We had it all. Wealth, happiness. Sometimes we were even invited to high society events. The festivities, all the beautiful clothes and hairdos, the fine dining and civilized conversations. Everything was better back then. No one would have dared to humiliate the heart of a poor widow with such ridiculous claims. Whatever shall I do? My pension is barely enough to make ends meet, and times are getting even rougher. One sees it everywhere. People must scrimp and save. It's been weeks since the last ship came to town. My husband was the captain of a merchant ship. Actually, he even owned the ship. From his long journeys, he always brought me presents. Exquisite fabrics from the mainland, precious spices from the southern countries. Most people haven't even heard of these things. But then, one day, I got the tidings that the Greta had sunk. That was the name of the ship. My husband called it that out of love for me. I wept and prayed that my husband had survived the disaster. Every day I hoped to hear from him, but all my longing was in vain. May Innes have mercy on his soul. May he rest in peace. Since that time, I have been living under these modest circumstances, and now this soulless, callous Mateo is after the last bit of my life savings. Please have mercy on a poor woman. Back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband.
Cut it out. Where's the gold?
But I don't have the gold. I'm only a poor widow.
Oh, this is we could be nice to pay for her. We'll have to sell your stuff, or we'll have to beat her up. Oh, are we good people? Guess we'll have to sell your stuff. Seems like the most neutral one. Maybe she's... We've been pretty mean so far, haven't we?
Fork over the dough, or I'll slug you one.
You're nothing but a common thug. Go ahead, draw your weapon, and I'll call the guards. Why are you staring like an idiot? You won't dare to attack me anyway. Why are you staring like an idiot? You won't dare to attack me anyway.
Yeah.
Put away that weapon. Smart kid. Why are you staring like an idiot? You won't dare to attack me anyway. Put away that weapon.
Hey, she has a lot of gold.
Nothing to be had there.
Yeah. I thought she was bluffing too.
Oh man, my head.
No, she woke up.
Hey,
You're a brutal thug. I want nothing to do with you. Lord Andre will hear about what you've done.
Maybe we will get in trouble for this. Or we could murder her. No. No. Let's not.
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere. No work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
It's a science.
Hey, Yorkie!
I've come about Gritta.
My niece? What's your business with her? This isn't about money, is it?
She owes 100 gold pieces to the merchant Matteo.
Tell me this isn't true. Ever since that little piece of work moved in with me, I've had nothing but trouble. She's in debt with practically every single merchant in town. I had to borrow 200 gold pieces from Lamar, the money
How you doing,
just to
Yorkie?
settle her debts. And now this. Go ahead, ask her. But I tell you this, she doesn't have a single gold piece.
Your niece had 100 gold pieces.
What? The brazen little serpent. That was my gold. She took it from my chest. Give it back to me. I have to pay off Lamar first. Matteo can get his money later.
No, Matteo will get his money back from me.
You're getting me into a real mess that way. Lamar is not terribly generous when it comes to debts, but at least you're planning to pay my niece's debts. I guess I ought to thank you for that. From what I know of this little viper, I'm sure she'll run straight to the city guard and accuse you too. I shall see to it that the matter is settled.
Huh. Alright, so there was a good thing I talked to this guy. To get the guards off of my back. Glad to have me back. Thank you. It's good to be back. Sure, like, vacation is always nice, but it's also nice to be back in, like, reality, sort of, you know, this real. Where's the game? There. This reality. There we go.
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you know nothing about my trade. And I
Aw.
have no money to pay for an apprentice.
If only we had chosen to pick up lockpicking.
So, you know a lot about locks.
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks. That way, I can at least be sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made lock is easy to break, and there are plenty of thieves about in Corinus, especially lately.
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
If you mean, do I say my prayers regularly?
Well, if you mean, do I say my prayers regularly?
I see. A man who does not ply his trade with the blessing of the gods will never receive my approval.
Ah, shit.
Ask for the gods' forgiveness for your transgressions. Then
Oh,
go
well.
to Vatras, the priest of Adanos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find
It's
a priest of Adanos.
WEEEH.
His blessing too. Once you have
Then it
received
should
the
work.
blessing of the gods, I shall vote for you.
Blessing of the gods. Oh God damn it.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
And then
Whether you can
H
be trusted or not.
at the end.
All I know, you might be one of those layabouts who only come to town to empty the chests of honest people. I'm not going to teach you anything before I'm convinced that you're an honest fellow.
It was a bit loud. I'll have to tone that one down, but at least it worked. A wheat stone?
What with?
No, put it away. I'm a hero. I do my best.
Welcome
Bosper.
to my shop, stranger. I am Bosper. I craft bows and trade in furs. What brings you to Corinus?
I need to get into the upper quarter.
Where the paladins are? Forget it. You need to be a respected citizen here, or at least hold a decent job. As a stranger, you stand no chance of getting in.
I've
So I
understood as
noticed.
much.
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
Oh well, that's a good deal.
I want to start as your apprentice.
Before I take you on, I need to know, of course, whether you're any good at all.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like.
Simple enough. Ah, crap.
Why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
I don't have the LP.
Show me your wares.
Bolts, ring your dicks. Leather belt. How much money do I have? 368. That's probably not worth it. Can I sell some crap? Got a sword. I can't use that one. Arrows, essence of healing. Nothing is worth anything. Some bread, some fish, some soup, stew, what? Water. We get good experience from water. Healing plants. Surprising how little the spells are worth, really. Chest key, gold nugget, old stone tablet, a few coins. Zardes, stalk of swampweed, and lockpicks.
About the wolfskins.
We had agreed on half a dozen, but you've still got time. Go and get those skins.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Right. Listen, it's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin. Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
Alright. That sounded like the simplest apprenticeship, really. Who was this Bosmer fella who she owed money? This one?
Damn it. What do you want?
Mateo. I get approval.
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
And? Did she cause any problems?
None to speak of.
Good. You've held up your part of the deal.
So now I got his approval. That's good. But he was. This wasn't the inn, was it? No. The inn was free. Was oh wait, I can use her bed, can't I? Or is it occupied now? Yeah, damn it.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Hmm. Is it very dark for you? It looks very dark on my stream capturing. Do I need to up the... Maybe it looks good actually if I just move around a bit. Tell me if it's too dark. Tavern.
But he knew that all along.
A little dark, but not too bad. Alright, let's keep it a while.
What's
Sorry.
your business here?
Sorry.
Smart kid.
Sorry. It's another house. Man, finding the frickin' inn. Oh wait, this was the place that wanted to beat me. Oh wait, he had a shortcut.
So I got you after all.
Ah shit, not you again. No 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 no. God damn it, guards. Guards.
Stop right there, you lowlife.
Guards. Guard. Damn it. God damn it, these guards are useless.
Stop right there, you lowlife.
Is he still hunting? I wish I could look backwards.
Stop right there, you lowlife.
I'm not the one trying to beat up an innocent man. Help! Damn it!
That's what I've always said.
Did he let go? I think so. Okay, we got rid of him. But what's that guild quest? There's something about a guild quest. Or like a thief's guild you were supposed to find, right? Sorry.
What do you want here?
Hey, you're not quite as stupid as you look.
Sorry. What was... Oh wait, C... Oh, we still have 5 learning points left. Oh, X was the sneak button. I wonder if we can be sneak thief. Sneak thief. They don't seem to have anything worth stealing. They have a chest over there, but I can't pick any locks. Citizen. You mean it's too far away?
I know nothing about picking locks.
Oh, well. You don't seem to own anything else of value. Well, you get lucky. I really wish I could beat up that thug. I don't know if you've seen me yet. Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. Nothing to see, nothing to hide. Let's see what wares they carry. This place looked like it could contain something really suspicious. Doesn't seem to be anything here though. That's unfortunate. And here I was really hoping I'd find something cool. Hi there.
Hey, you got no business here, understand?
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I'm the boss here, okay?
The boss of what? Of those chests?
Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it? So piss off, or else I'll bash in your skull.
Well, sounds like an enticing enough offer. Right, you can sneak. Is that the big bully? No. I wonder if I could like down him with a single hit. But he's all the way over there.
I must be crazy. What are you doing here?
Hey, Laris, you old scoundrel, how did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
Lee?
You've been through a lot, huh? Lee was leader of the mercenaries in the new camp. I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Do you know anything about a thieves' guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves' guild here, just like in every big city.
Alright, Tidori.
Every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it.
Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you around, right?
Do you know where I can find the thieves' guild?
No offense, but even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you anything. These people usually react very sensitively to things like that. If you want to get involved with them, you should be very careful.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. I can help you become stronger and more dexterous if you like.
Tell me more about Lee and his
No,
mercenaries.
I don't think I
What do
need.
you want to
I
know?
want to keep my points open.
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
Okay.
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from here, but that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
There's a lot of starfalls. Or shooting stars.
How do I find the landowner's farm?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then follow the path towards the east. I can take you there if you want.
Nah. I'm fine.
Vatra sent me. He told me to come to you when I needed help.
So you've already been to see Vatras? You must have made a lasting impression on him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
Help me join a community. Remixes, welcome back. You retain your position as one of the privileged citizens of Gechtenstein. Very much appreciated. How you doing, friend?
In the beginning, the universe was created. This made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
Of course, it's up to me as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
What?
I could take the ornament there for you.
I think I had better take it there myself. But you could come with me. Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
About those missing people. Tell me what you know.
The first was William, one of the fishermen here in Corinus. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those sea monsters out there had eaten him in his boat for breakfast. But not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Pretty random events, though. Everyone's at a loss so far. The way it looks, we'll just have to wait until we finally stumble across a clue.
Isn't this a case for the militia?
The militia is pretty useless if you ask me. They're never going to clear this up. The missing people have just vanished into thin air.
Yes, Goro. I plan on doing it Saturday. Saturday will be the special.
Vatras said you could help me join a community.
Getting tired of being the underdog, are you? All right. I see your point. I can exert my influence with the mercenaries if you want to join Lee. And I'm sure we can find a way to get you into the monastery soon. But the easiest thing would certainly be for you to join the militia. Which community do you prefer?
Well, the militia, I guess.
The militia.
Yes, I can imagine you'd like that, eh? Read the law to other people while you're pocketing their purses. The paladins have set up their provisions store by the harbor. Their provisions master is a good friend of mine.
The trip was really good.
Maybe he can do something for you. His name is Martin.
We didn't really do much. It was basically we just took care of the cabin. I cut some wood, took care of some trees the wind had knocked over. Stuff like that. It was great. Like, I didn't have any internet almost at all for 2 weeks. It was really good.
Teach me something.
Strength. I want to keep my points.
I need your help.
And what exactly were you thinking of?
What about some better armor?
What about some better armor?
Mateo sells armor, but he'll probably charge you an arm and a leg for it. There is a way you could get it cheaper, though, if you don't mind pulling a fast one on the militia.
What do you mean?
There's a storage area next to Mateo's house, but all the merchandise has been confiscated by the militia. Go to Zurus at the marketplace and get yourself a sleeping spell. Then you send the guards off to Dreamland. I'm sure you'll find some decent armor among Mateo's stuff.
Oh, eh? Interesting.
What exactly do you do here at the harbor?
Oh, nice to the trolls, yeah.
Vatras
It really
would have
was.
my head.
know why the paladins are here?
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs, but I think there's another reason. It probably has something to do with the old penal colony.
Yeah, it was a little late for me as well, but it was a good race. It was a really fun game. Game was called Turnabout, and it was basically a rotation puzzle. You rotated the world to have a ball fall into a goal area. Simply, like, easily talking. It was really fun. It was a really fun race. I had a great time. I think, is this the dude? No, it isn't, right?
Trying to
Mo.
pick another fight with me, are you?
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
Why don't I see any militia?
They don't dare come in here. We take care of things ourselves.
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions. Especially not if they're strangers.
Did I win? Yeah. I did.
Where did you pick that up then?
I did win. It was I don't know if it was close. But it felt like a good race at least. Cardiff.
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
Give me something to drink.
Fried meat, beer, gin, fish, soup. I guess I'll take a beer. Some gin. Just in case something comes around. Oh wait, the wine? Do I have wine? I already have wine. In case something comes around, it's always good to have some liquor.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information I give you will cost 10 gold pieces.
Sure.
All right, agreed.
You struck a good bargain. I'm always at your service.
I need information.
What do you know about the missing citizens?
All I know is that some people have vanished during the last few days. It's especially bad down here at the harbor, they say. Maybe you should ask around here a bit. There were some cases in the lower part of the city, too. If you want to know more, you should talk to Corrigan. He has his tavern in the lower part of town, and he's likely to hear a thing or two. Halvor, the fish merchant down by the quay, might know something, too. Many people frequent him.
Oh, it is a good race, but I was tired. Really tired.
Time to chat with you. Talk to Cardiff if you want information.
Citizen. Borka.
Hey, where you going? No matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinus, the Red Lantern. This is the most beautiful brothel in all of Myrtana, damn it. Sailors from the most remote corners of the world dock here just to spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadja, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot even dream of.
That's a bit funny, actually. Citizen. Did you know I can change things like enable emote only and things like that? Yeah. That's due to the mod status.
You need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Corinus to complete their cruise. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
Hmm.
Are you missing someone?
Me? No.
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Corinus lately. That is true.
Hmm.
Show me your fish.
Show me your fish. It's a really good pickup line. Guessing I can't go this way? Lots of knights. Lots of knights.
Hey, you have no business up here. Only paladins and those of us in the militia have access here.
What's up here then?
This is the provisions store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins. I am the provisions master here, and I'm responsible for seeing to it that none of the paladin stuff goes astray, and you're not wanted here. So keep your hands to yourself or I'll chop them off.
Well...
Laurus sent me. He said you could help me.
So? He did? Then fire away. What do you want from me?
I want to join the militia.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? We don't just take on ragbags like you for no good reason. You'd probably have to.
Spare me the drivel. Tell me what I have to do to join you.
Okay. Then pay attention. The job of the provisions master is hell, let me tell you. Managing all the crates and
they must set in some things after made you clean up.
But every time I
okay.
Cardiff's tavern, someone busies himself with the crates here, and when I come back the next morning, something is missing. Strangely enough, the paladins never see anything. I'm going crazy. I can't spend the entire night standing around here like an idiot. You, on the other hand...
I get it. I'm supposed to keep watch here while you hang around in the tavern.
Take it or leave it.
I'll watch over your provisions crates tonight.
Sweet. Good. Then come back tonight and keep an eye on the stuff here. In the meantime, I'll be in Cardiff's tavern.
Simple enough. Still want to find out more about the Thieves Guild, because there was another guy who offered me a quick path.
Hey, what's up?
As long as the paladins don't have any new assignments for me, I can have myself a couple of beers here. What more could you ask?
You're working for the paladins?
Yeah, I report to them on the situation in the city. At the moment, everything is quiet.
Some of these characters' voices are so weird.
Would you like another beer?
There's nothing better than a cool ale.
They love their drinking animations.
You were about to say something about the orcs.
Oh yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely no threat to the city. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and the pass is held by the paladins. Not even a meat bug could get through there.
Do you really think?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Voting has opened, eh? Let me bring it up. Where is it? There it is. Voting. Here we go. Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Shall we continue to play Gothic 2 or not? Type exclamation mark yes if you want to do more, or exclamation mark no if you've had enough. Personally, I'm really a sucker for games like this. I think they're so damn fun.
I know nothing about picking locks.
But I can understand if people think it's a bit slow, because it's mostly me running around trying to come up with what I'm supposed to do. But I really enjoy these kinds of games. These are the kinds of games I gladly play on my own spare time. I just think they're so fun.
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
Sure.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
What can you tell me about the city?
Most citizens in this town are afraid of thieves. Therefore, it's not a good idea to enter strange houses. But if you're looking for a place to stay overnight, you're welcome to sleep in my hut. There's an extra bed that you can have.
Aren't you afraid of thieves?
The only valuable thing that I ever owned has already been taken. Oh, someone stole my statue of Enos.
I'm guessing this is Edoset. I mean, you do as you like, Goro. Regardless, it's always do as you like, you know. If you think it's interesting to watch, just give it a yes vote. If you think it's I can't stand this anymore, give it a no. You know the deal, right? You know the deal. I just gotta like open this menu whenever voting starts and ends, because the game is a bit weird. Come on. God damn it. God damn it.
I don't believe this is gonna change. Those are all just rumors.
That is gonna mess up the next time there's a voting. Alright, so we voted to continue. Tasty, tasty code. Oh, there's a lot more where that came from. Believe me.
Hey.
I'll probably borrow money from that letterman and then run off and never pay it back.
Hey, you!
You get seasick from this? Huh. I actually think this... I don't have any problems with this game personally, because it doesn't rotate that much.
What are you doing here? This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the harbor district. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate, so I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
Doing just fine. First stream after vacation now.
Can you train me?
If you
How are you doing yourself?
learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
I mean, he won't have the extra fight or the extra money. We can try. Oh.
I want to fight
Rain
against you.
tends to break the game.
Fight from noon until evening. The fighting is only worth it if there are enough spectators who place bets. It's still too early. Come back later.
Ah, crap. All good? That's good to hear.
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon.
Yeah.
He takes the hammer to his hut every
The
day.
TV's great. It's currently seated like right over here. You see it's over there. I need to find like a proper table for it. Or like maybe get a bigger desk so I can fit it next to my computer stuff. I had it in the living room for a bit, but it doesn't really fit. But yeah, the TV is great.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
If I beat him up,
The problem is my desk is really small.
No one pays much attention to brawls.
Can show you.
Steal around here or mess with the sheep. You'll
See,
be in trouble.
so here's the computer seated on the table. Right, like get this. Yeah, so the computer, then it's the screen, then it's the other screen, and then it's the wall. Yeah, so the desk is really small. I guess I could maybe move the computer away, but then it gets all dusty. It's been behaving really well since I moved it up onto the table. I was looking at getting maybe a second desk or something, or a small table to have it seated right behind me.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. Their sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
Huh. Getting your commands mixed up. I notice. Where's that guy hammering?
Hey. Why are you hammering?
For days now, I've been desperately trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Hey. Hello? Are you feeling quite well?
Fine, just as long as I manage to get all this repaired in time.
Hey, you! Could you stop hammering?
I have to finish this.
Just quit hammering, okay?
Just try not to bug me too much, okay?
Hmm.
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer.
Oh, we have a goal.
You'll regret this.
Take his hammers and his gold. Hey, some food. We pick up sword as well. Then we loot his house while he's down. Oh well.
Smart kid. What lousy weather.
There we go. Fixed. The Witcher before the Witcher? Yeah, kinda.
Felon's hammering is going to drive them crazy. One of these days, they'll go completely to pieces.
What? I stopped the hammering.
And how are the sheep?
Felon's hammering is going to drive them crazy.
Come on.
One of these days, they'll go completely to pieces.
But I stopped the hammering. God damn it. What? I thought
Okay, so you beat me. Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now, or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
The Gothic series are... I think Gothic 1 came out about the same time as Morrowind, right? And it's damn impressive.
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit.
So this is a interesting piece of history.
You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
Yeah, I know, the voice acting is a bit stiff, but the game works really well for its time. It was from 2002, I think it was. It's impressive, given that. It does have some issues, though. But I think like the combat, the game in general flows much better than Morrowind does. And, like, I'm a huge Morrowind fan. I love that game. I don't say stuff like that lightly. Nah, come on. I don't even know if there's anything up there. I need to figure something out about this Thieves Guild. I'll watch that guy during the night. I guess I could run with that dude.
What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do.
Tesservina or Daggerfall. I've never played any of them.
I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
I never played any of them.
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Can I help you somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the Paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
Yeah, I've heard they were huge.
I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the Paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the Paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Yeah. I don't want to work for this guy, though. Can we increase, like, voices? Nope. Just SFX in general. I really wish voices was a setting.
I never knew that. That'll only cause more trouble.
I think this game is so weird. I'm playing it with just keyboard because like using mouse is just doesn't work well.
But I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
Let's wait and see what happens.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
Could actually use a map.
Show me your maps.
It's totally obvious.
Land map.
That doesn't surprise me.
50 gold.
Some problem solved.
No, that's too much.
Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Yeah, I should probably...
It's totally obvious. Hardly know who to believe these days.
I should probably expose all the commands. All these like reply commands somewhere. Don't fall into the water. Oh, wait, I can swim. Oh, I thought I'd die from that. Yeah, of course I can swim. They need to be updated. Yeah, maybe there are more. I haven't played Witcher 3. I have played Witcher 3 for like 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think. Something like that. I did play it here on Journey, and that's the only time I've spent on it. And it got voted out really fast. Because it wasn't a retro game. But I own it, and it's one of those games like... I wish I could take like 2 weeks of vacation just to play it. Played it for over 200 hours. Damn. I mean, if you look at... I think it was like Oblivion. I don't know how much time I spent on it. Like ridiculous amount of times. I loved Oblivion.
Are you the one who runs this place?
I am Bromo, this is my house, and these are my girls. I like my girls. And if you like my girls too, then you'll pay for it, 50 gold pieces. And don't get the idea of making trouble here.
Are all your girls accounted for?
Of course they are. Or do you think I want to go to jail over something like that?
I wasn't asking about your payroll. I mean, are they all present? Or have any gone missing?
Oh yeah.
Actually, one of my girls has up and left. Her name's Lucia. I reported it to the militia too, but they claim
Alright,
they haven't
Yorkie.
found a trace of her yet.
How long has Lucia been missing?
Yeah, Oblivion I spent so much
days.
time in.
I don't know exactly how
it was
long.
wonderful. I loved that game.
I assume she ran off with one of her suitors, eh? That bitch made off with part of my savings, a really valuable golden dish, eh? If I get hold of her, I give her what for. So how is that any business of yours, huh? Do you want to have fun or not?
Like it more than Skyrim? I agree.
Hey, you.
Hey,
I liked
can't take
Oblivion
care of you
more.
now, baby. Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
I just want to ask you a few questions about those missing people.
I like
could
the
tell you
fantasy
things,
style
but
of
not here.
Oblivion.
Then let's go upstairs.
Fine, but you get it settled with Bromar first. I don't want any trouble.
Okay, so she can answer some questions. That's good.
Talk to Bromar if you want to have some fun.
He doesn't. 50 gold for that info.
I want to have some fun.
Fine. You're not likely to forget the next few hours of your life anytime soon. Go upstairs with Nadja then. Have fun.
The problem with Morrowind is basically the combat system.
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
It's just hard to use. Oblivion was such a big improvement over Morrowind. It's ridiculous, really. And Skyrim got so dirty and gritty. I really liked the fantasy-esque, colorful feeling. Oblivion felt magical. And Skyrim felt more real, but I didn't like how it was like real. And like the leveling system in most Elder Scroll games have always been pretty weird, in my opinion.
So can we talk now?
We've got enough privacy up here. Bromar doesn't like to see us talk to guests during work if there's nothing in it for him. So you want to know more about the people who disappeared down here at the harbor, do you? I don't know whether I can help you much, but at least I can tell you what became of Lucia.
Tell me about Lucia.
Nobody here is too sorry that she's gone.
Why?
I don't think there was anyone here whom she didn't try to use. She was a real bitch.
Oh.
Where did she disappear to?
She used to see a lot of Eldridge, the apprentice of Thorben, the carpenter from the lower part of town. I bet she's up and left with that young man.
Huh.
Where could the two of them have gone?
If the wolves didn't eat them, I suppose they went to stay with the farmers. Where else would they go?
Yeah, I mean, the leveling system with the perks and everything in Skyrim is really good. Also, I like some of the combat is better in Skyrim. How you can like wield a hammer and a spell, and you can like shield bash and some of those things. It just works better than Oblivion, I think. But like spells in Oblivion is far more fun. The custom spells and custom enchantments is so much more fun in Oblivion. I think the quests were better in Oblivion as well.
What else do you know?
I've heard many stories about people who've disappeared down here at the harbor, but I'm not so sure whether I should believe them. You should have a chat with the merchants down here. That's all I can tell you, alas. Now, what about the two of us, sweetie? You paid for it after all. Wouldn't you like to have a little fun before you leave?
Oblivion feels a lot more like here's an enormous colorful well. We made a story light. We made a more tightly created game in a world. We made large, but it feels small if you wonder too much. That's my problem with Skyrim, yeah. Skyrim never felt really big to me. Oblivion felt vast, endless almost. But Skyrim felt empty and like closed somehow. Oh, wait. Well, thankfully it's a really small window. So, well, I think it's adult. Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Can I sleep here as well? Time is it?
All day too.
Sup, Bruges?
I've got no time for things like that.
Yeah, we didn't even get a health refill and no experience. That was such a wasted opportunity. They could have gotten. They could have given you some experience.
Ahoy, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad. All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
And there's more, believe me.
Yeah, Sky Oblivion. I hope they eventually finish it.
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm.
And he works all day too.
No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came closest to what I call a home. I haven't been up there in ages.
Why not?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mines, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Really, how interesting.
Do you come to town often?
I always say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world.
Yeah,
That's
I
where
wonder if they'll
everyone
leave
meets
that engine
and where
anytime
everything
soon.
starts.
They've got so much
Once the
invested
harbor
in
goes
it.
to the
People know
dogs,
it, stuff
the
like
rest
that, you
of the
know.
city will follow soon.
And from what I understand, some of the modders who really like know the engines says that the engine in itself isn't that bad, really. You just like gotta tune it the right way. Like, look at what some people did with the shader packages and stuff. It's quite impressive.
Tell me about the harbor.
The harbor of Corinth. There's nothing but riffraff hanging about. The ships don't come anymore, and trade is dead. This harbor is about to go under.
You should really have known better.
And it's going to get even worse.
So why don't you leave?
Nobody would take an old sea dog like me on his ship these days. Most people think that old Jack's got the gout in his rotten old bones.
That is weird, right? Yeah.
Balderdash. Once I've got those planks beneath me feet again, I'll feel like a young whippersnapper.
They've done some weird choices, but I guess those are probably like uninformed choices somewhere along the line that are really hard to get rid of.
What do you mean by riffraff?
Look at them, the lazy rabble. Most of them don't even know what work
60
is.
or like 30
All
is
they do
enough
is drink all day
nowadays,
and
right?
spend their last pay at the brothel. I tell you, stay away from them.
Someone's got to do the work.
Everyone is delivering 30 FPS for that cinematic experience, or whatever they call it.
Why are the ships no longer coming?
They all say that once the war is over, everything will be like it used to be. That's a load of bilge water. I tell you, a sailor can see when a town's going downhill. A sailor feels that in his blood, and I can tell you,
Oh yeah, 24. That's the
heyday's over.
You don't have to tell me that.
And he works
Hey, you!
Hey, if you want to buy fish, come to my booth tomorrow, okay?
That's an open secret.
Borka.
It had to happen sooner or later. Only in us decided.
Amos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
I don't believe this is going to change.
That will never change.
All the crates still there?
Go ahead and laugh at me. You stand on the pier all day and try to watch over all the chaos. The paladins drag so much rubbish along that it isn't funny.
Can you sell me any of the paladin stuff?
You want to buy? Let's say that if you could compensate me for the trouble that will arise from the paladins' things wandering off, then we might be able to do business.
Does that happen often? Things going astray?
As long as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see. What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 2,400. Things are worth a fortune. Well, not that one, I guess. Molar fan. I can sell you a hammer. Didn't I loot the crappy sword? You can have that one. Yeah, the dogs borked because my wife got home from the store. I thought you wanted me to sit guard. Doing night hours, but I have no way of knowing what time it is.
I couldn't care less.
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
Is it like come back tonight? Well, when is it tonight? Is it J for the journal? L. Alright. 21:36. So many quests. Lucia. Information. Great submarine information master cash follow. I gotta stay here all night. How fast does time walk? 27, 28, 3, 4, 29. Every minute is like 4 seconds. Gonna be a long night. I don't know when he's leaving for tavern though. Like the area is pretty damn big as well.
Nobody wants to know.
I can't believe it.
All along. That was
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
Hey, you!
Probably that knight over there.
Hey! All the crates still there?
Go ahead and laugh at me. You stand on the pier all day and try to watch over all the chaos. The paladins drag so much.
It's probably like after 10 or after midnight.
Asks for my opinion.
Tell me that. You don't have to tell me that.
There's crates down here as well. I wonder if that's covered by the job.
You didn't get that from me.
Hey,
Okay, so we'll come back at like midnight, I guess.
His deeds were just.
Trying to draw a commands list.
Is it really true?
I mean, it would probably be easier if you just could see all the commands that are currently created somewhere.
Better to watch out who you tell what.
The draw distance still. Damn.
hey, you!
Da-da-da.
About those missing people.
Let's wait and see what happens. It's the first I've heard of it.
He already told me what he knew.
That's nothing new.
So what's your business with Vatras?
I've got this little agreement with the water mages, you see.
What kind of an agreement?
We work for them, and they see to it that our past in the penal colony doesn't get us into trouble.
You're talking about the Ring
Yeah.
of Water?
You've heard
Okay,
of
I
it?
see. Carl.
Vatras told me about it.
You might have mentioned that right away.
I've heard a thing or two.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
The ring is to the water mages what the paladins are to the fire magicians.
Better to watch out.
But, unlike the paladins, we operate in the background. The ring is a mighty weapon in the battle against the dangers that threaten the people of Corinus. But this only works as long as we keep the identity of all those secret who belong to the Ring of Water. So keep this to yourself.
Sure.
That's exactly what I said.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
That's fine with me. But the decision about whether you will be accepted or not lies with the water mages alone.
Nobody ever asked me.
I knew that all along.
What did you do to impress the water mages?
I protected them for a long time when we were still living with the barrier, and they have plenty of reason to be grateful to me.
Why haven't I heard about this?
What's it like to belong to the Ring?
We are very different from the usual communities you can join here in Corinus. Once you're one of us, we're not going to ask anything of you that you are not ready to do. The only thing we truly require of you is to keep quiet. We work in secret and do not want to let outsiders know who our members are. We shall keep an eye on you. Everything else remains to be seen.
It's the first I've heard of it.
I see.
We're not touching that.
That's exactly what I said.
It was quite obvious. You didn't get that from me, you think?
Deaths, yeah.
I wouldn't have done
Orca. Orca reminds me, isn't that from the Call?
I
do you
know
want here?
nothing about
Go!
picking locks.
Ronja,
Smart kid.
Ronja Rövardotter. Isn't it called Borka? One of the bandits. I know his son is called Birk. Birk Borkason.
For that is the will of Innos.
52. We gotta catch. He's called Borka. Thought so. $57.
Wait a minute.
Oh, so now he's leaving. Are they all leaving? No. Yeah, they are. All of a sudden they all got like super casual. So many memes, indeed. We don't have one for Frush? Oh. Rangar? Is he the one?
What are you doing there?
Well, it's none of your business. Get lost.
Martin will be so happy when I tell him who's been rummaging through his belongings while he's gone.
You do whatever you want. I'll be on my way then, little man.
Wait a minute. Do you really think you're gonna get away with this?
Hey, don't make such a fuss about a little bit of grub.
Do you really think...
Hey,
Vote sniper extraordinaire. Oh, Ragnar. I'm guessing that was the fastest way. I don't think there will be anyone else, right? Isn't Fremy the one who like really is the vote sniper extraordinaire though? Ah crap, no, okay, wait, we got out. Fremy is the one who always like votes on the 0 and even a bit more.
Let's wait and see what happens. Nobody ever asks. You can only wait and see. You've got no business being here.
Wait, hard to know who Jay is when Baba is not you. What? What does this?
New in the city, huh? I'm Brian. I'm Master Harrod's apprentice.
Ah, so we need to murder this one. Oh, voting is opened. Gotta turn it on manually. Oh yes. Where is the voting window? There is the voting window. So shall we continue to play Gothic 2, everyone? Get your votes in. Get your votes in, everyone.
That was no big deal.
Wasn't Martinez here? Argon. Get your votes in, everyone. If you want to see more, type exclamation mark yes. If you've seen enough, type exclamation mark no. That's where they sent Ragnar.
Hey, you!
Mattress.
About those missing people.
Yes?
Let me tell you what I know.
What have you found out?
Nothing important so far.
Tell me about the gods.
What exactly would you like to know?
It's so hard to make progress, though. I feel. It's like... God. I guess I could go out to kill wolves. To skin them and try to for the leather apprentice. But... the Thieves Guild, I don't make any progress at all on it. It's so frustrating.
Halt! No one may enter the storeroom!
Oh yeah. Sorry, forgot. The wolves is the most like solid hands-on thing I've found. I guess I could follow the guy, the Ring of Water guy, but still doesn't get me any more into that place.
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing.
Who said that?
Why?
Where did you pick that up then? I'm in enough trouble as it is.
You don't have to ask me that. I don't want to hear that.
Something about asking the merchants, right?
Hey,
oh, Ulrich, who's that?
What do you know about the war against the...
There's not much to tell. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts, but there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
We voted to continue. More Gothic for everyone. I caught the thief. What?
I caught the thief. It's Rangar who is poking through your stocks.
Well, finally. At least now I know I have to keep an eye on him. The bastard. There'll be one heck of a dust-up if I catch him at it. I've always wondered why none of the paladins saw anything.
And? Why?
It's obvious. The idiots can't tell those of us in the militia apart from one another. To them, we all look alike.
Yes, as priority?
Good
yes.
work, mate. If I can do anything for you, just say the word.
Yeah, Attai's continue.
You know what I want from you.
Oh yeah, you want to join the militia, right? You've already proven your abilities to me. Well, let me put it this way. I'd rather know you're on our side than on someone else's. That's why I'll help you. Take this letter of recommendation from me and show it to Andre, our paladin commander. You'll find him in the barracks. I'm sure he can use you.
Andre was the one. Andre was the one who told us we could join the paladins directly if we helped him with the Thieves Guild.
I only wanted
the biggest to be.
But no one seems to know anything about the freaking Thieves Guild.
I need information.
And like, yes has priority for the reason that keeping a game in, so if a game gets voted out, it will take a long time for it to come back due to how the system works. So that's why I prioritize keeping it in. Because keeping a game in for 45 minutes is less feel bad if there's like 2 people who want to see it and 2 people who don't. It's less feel bad to keep it in for an extra 45 minutes than to get it voted out. That's why I prioritize yeses over nos. Basically. That's my reasoning behind it, at least. book stand. The command to see tickets. I don't think there's a way to see tickets. Or is there? No, I don't think so. Was it raffle and then a number maybe? Leather satchel? What? Few coins. Yeah, the raffle link is posted after after every raffle. Is that the one you're thinking of? Yeah, it's automatically published after every raffle. But I don't think there's one to see an old one.
Hey, you!
I can't. It's what I hate now. Oh, you.
And you can like construct the link manually. Maybe there should be a way to say like exclamation mark raffle and then a number to see the raffle result for that raffle. Oh yeah, that could be one too. That just raffle gives you the latest. A raffle and a number gives you a certain one.
I'm just looking around a bit.
Ha! Then you better not be caught looking around. It would seem that we have a few thieves in the city who would steal stuff from the rich people. The city guard recently turned the Hobbit district upside down, but they didn't find anything.
Yeah, I can see it. That's a good way of thinking.
What do you know about the thieves?
Nothing, but all the citizens are scared and have become distrustful, particularly towards strangers. Don't get caught in strange houses. No one takes kindly to that. Yeah, you gotta protect yourself against thieves. A sturdy cudgel works best.
Can you teach me anything?
I'm forging a few fittings and nails and repairing up, but I don't know enough about forging weapons to be able to. If you want to learn that, go see. But if you want to train your muscles a bit,
yeah, who has got a lot of tickets? I don't exactly remember. It's like geekman.com/tgp/raffle/raffle number, I think it is.
What with? What
I have
with?
a hammer.
What with?
A hammer is not enough, eh? Stove? You could see it. That's nice. Yeah, I could see the 303 one. Okay, so that was the format. It's pretty easy to construct them.
I want nothing to do with you. Lord Andre will hear about what you've done.
Yeah, you can see old ones down till like... I don't remember when we started doing them like this. Like 100 and something. There will be a certain point where you can't see below because we didn't have the raffle system like this. Like to begin with, it was equal chances for everyone.
It's really not my problem. So why won't they listen to me? There's nothing I can do about it.
But then there was some issues. Like we had... So early on, there was very few submissions in. But I think it was... I don't remember who it was. It was like Gons, 53? Oh damn. 53 is the lowest. So that's when we started with the system. I think it was, maybe it was Gonsten who hadn't won in 40 raffles or something like that, and it was only like 6 people in it.
About the wolfskins.
We had agreed on half a dozen, but you've still got time. Go and get those skins.
Should I maybe do that? Go and get the skins, because that at least I know how to progress on. Oh wait, we can join the militia now. Maybe that's the simplest, most straightforward. 53, so it's that far back. That's impressive. That's ages ago.
Look, I've got this letter of recommendation from your provisions master.
What? Show me. Well, I'll be. This must have cost you quite an effort. It's no easy feat to get something like this out of Martin. All right, I'm convinced. If Martin vouches for you, I shall let you join. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh.
I'm ready to join the militia.
Martin, the provisions master, vouches for you and has even recommended you. That alone is enough for me. You can join us if you wish, but your decision will be final. Once you wear the armor of the militia, you cannot simply take it off and no longer belong to us.
Yes.
Are you prepared to fight together with us for Innos and the king?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Then so shall it be. Welcome to the militia. Here is your armor. Wear it with pride and dignity.
Sweet.
Will I get a weapon too?
Of course. Peck usually takes care of that. But it occurs to me that I haven't seen him for quite a while. Find out where he's hiding and bring him here. Then he will give you a weapon. And if you want to sleep, you can lie down in one of the beds in the bunkhouse.
What more do you have to say?
What about the missing people?
What about them?
Well, shouldn't we try to find them?
Lord Hagen gave me orders to protect the town and the surrounding farms. That means that we're taking care of the people
I
who
agree,
are still
Para.
here. The militia patrols
It's really
the streets
cool,
at night.
actually.
That's all I can do. And you will take care of the tasks I give you. Understood?
Sure, it's low frames, but it's cool. I come to collect the bounty for a criminal?
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal.
Ah.
What should I do once I've found one of the thieves?
If it's a matter of a lackey, a henchman, or some small fry, it would be best if you avoid a fight. You should rather come to me and report. I shall then see to it that the fellow winds up behind bars. The city guard could intervene in an open battle, and you would not have the opportunity of explaining to them what is going on. Furthermore, there is a bounty for every rotten apple you put behind bars. However, if you locate the leader's hideout, well, then you probably won't be able to avoid a fight.
About the Thieves Guild.
Yes?
I'm working on it.
Good. Keep me informed.
Can I finally see Lord Hagen now?
You are now in the service of the Paladins. They will let you in, but you had better have something important to say.
Don't worry, I do.
Remember that you are meeting the Chief Paladin. Behave yourself accordingly. You represent not only yourself now, but the entire militia.
Sweet.
Have you got an assignment for me?
Lately, there's been an increase in the sale of swamp weed in the city. We cannot allow this stuff to catch on. Otherwise, everyone here will start smoking and no longer be able to work, let alone wield the weapon. particularly now that there is a danger of a possible attack by orcs or mercenaries. I suspect that the mercenaries are behind it. I bet they're bringing the stuff into the city.
What is there to do?
Mortis, one of our men, heard in the harbor inn that a package of swampweed has arrived somewhere in the harbor district. Look around down there and bring me the package.
Okay. Who was that guy I was supposed to bring in? Oh, yeah, wait. Armor. Armor. Where's the armor? There? Sweet. 40 armor. Damn. Dex required. 20. Alright, so now we're a bit tankier.
What do you want here?
No, we have 3. It's plasma, it's WAH, WAAAH, and WEEEH.
You dare show your face here. I cannot prove it, but I bet that you played a part in this dirty game. It's your fault that I'm here. Yours and that of this damned Canthar. May Innos punish you.
Huh.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen.
Someone was supposed to give me a weapon. Yeah, that one. Tower key. That one, yes. That one was asked for by Todori. Some of these gives me experience, right? Not that one. Wait, there's no one watching me in here? Yeah, I know it's a bit loud. I'll get to fixing it. I didn't know. But I like it. A rusty sword. Oh, so here are all the bunks. Good to have a place to sleep now. Could steal that tower key. And the gold. This chest here. The ornate gold plate. I wonder if that's
So Lord Andre accepted you. I expect you to come here and train regularly. Ruga will train you in the art of the crossbow, and Mortis will help you to increase your strength. But the most important thing is for you to learn to handle your sword properly. I'll make a good fighter of you yet.
Where should I start, with one-handed or two-handed weapons?
That's entirely up to you. If you specialize in only one type of weapon, you automatically learn the other at the same time. If, for instance, you're good at fighting with one-handed swords, but still a beginner with two-handed weapons, your two-handed skills will go up as well whenever you train with a one-hander. In that case, the training is more exhausting than if you train with both types of weapons. Just start and you'll soon see what I'm talking about.
Normally I don't like sound effects like follow alerts and huddle. But I have a sound that I really like. Do you know how to use it if you have a stream? Well, there's a couple of ways of setting it up. The easiest is probably using either stream elements or stream alerts, I think they're called. Because then you just import a browser source into your OBS scene. So I'm a bit torn on them. Part of me like them, part of me kind of, if it becomes too many, they're a bit like intrusive. But at the same time, I know I like them myself when if I follow someone and there's like a short alert with like, hey, welcome. I really like them. I like it myself when I get that alert. So that's why I have them, because I hope other people might like it. Some people might not, and that's fine. Can't please everyone.
Let's begin with the training.
One-handed. Kind of want to buy 5 points of one-handed. But I kind of also... let's do that. Let's do that.
What are the advantages of one- or two-handed weapons?
Quite simple. With a one-handed weapon, you're faster. That can be a considerable advantage in battle. Two-handed weapons are more ponderous. You have to fight with foresight, but you can do a lot more damage when you're hit.
Yeah, it's a bit... It's hard to find the balance.
Hey! What do you want? Peck isn't here, so you can't get anything. Come back later.
Where's Peck?
You've just started with us, huh? Well then, welcome to the team. Peck's been in the city a really long time. I bet he's hanging around that sweet Vanya in the Red Lantern.
What do you know about that package of weed?
The last time I was in the Harbor Inn, I heard how Cardiff and some other guy were talking about it.
Who was the other guy?
No idea. But he said he'd found the best storage place for his herbs. Then the two of them laughed like drunken orcs.
They probably stored them somewhere really dumb. Yeah, they still cost 500. Why can't I jump anymore? Oh, there we go.
Law is immediately declared in all cities and regions of the realm. All civilian judges are to hand over their duties to the royal paladins, effective immediately. The Honorable Lord Andre is commanded to punish every crime.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I think I explained why it's so expensive. The voice command. And one of the reasons is that Google charges you for using their text-to-speech engine if you do more than a certain amount of TTS's, text-to-speeches, per month. So I need to limit it somehow. I don't know if 500 is the sweet spot. It's been used very little as of late, so maybe it's a bit too expensive. Because I at least want it to be like used every now and then.
I need information. What do you know about a package of swamp weed?
Whoever owns such a package is a rich man, and probably a very relaxed man as well.
Don't try to fool me. You know something, so spit it out.
All right, all right. This fella came to my tavern the other day, one of the mercenaries. He said that he sold a package of swamp weed at the harbor, but of course he was completely stoned. That's all I know.
Man, just leave me alone.
One of the mercenaries.
Hey, you! You're in the militia now. I'm gonna laugh myself. Only you could pull something like that. You won't blow the whistle on me about working for Lee, will you?
But you know me.
Who taught you the word lesbian goromixis?
What? Cakebot. Cakebot.
Okay, let's go.
I cannot leave here until we know more about the missing people, or someone else.
About those
The first was William.
one of the fishermen here in Corinus. One day, he simply didn't return. At first, we thought that one of those but not too long afterwards, other people started disappearing from the town and the surroundings. Everyone's at a loss so far.
Isn't this...
The militia is pretty useless if you... They're never going to clear this up.
That's the text-to-speech engine. It generates a response randomly from the Markov chain. The Markov chain engine that powers the bot's brain. There is someone up there. Can I just run in here? Yep. They're not even gonna stop me. Perfect, that's a way of getting a bed as well.
Hey, it's time to hit the road.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I need a weapon, so come back to the barracks.
Damn it, your weapon can wait.
Come on, Andre's already missed you too.
Damn. Okay, I'm coming already. But when you report back to Andre, don't tell him I was here.
Hey. I'm busy.
This is interesting. We can always find a bed over here, I guess, to sleep if we need one. Can't start cupboards in this game. I think you could do that in Gothic 1.
For the king.
For the king indeed. And no one has anything about the missing people. Pretty frustrating, really. It's like you need to find the one person somewhere around here that knows something, probably. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Am I allowed in now?
Only the citizens of the town and the king's troops can get into the upper end of the town.
I'm no better off myself.
I belong to the militia. Let me pass.
So, Andre accepted you. Then he can't be such a bad guy after all. You are now one of the protectors of the city, so be nice and friendly towards the citizens.
It's like I cheated the entire system. Just going straight for the big positions.
What are you doing here?
Who are you then? Looks like you're new and have no idea what's going on around here. They call me Gabrant. That's Mr. Gabrant. Sir, to you. Got it?
I get the point, Mr. Gabrant, sir.
At least it didn't take you too long to grasp how the wind blows around here. As soon as business starts picking up again, I can surely find a use for a great big guy like you. You'd make a really good depot master. Can you read?
Of course.
Fine, fine. Trained staff is hard to come by. How about your references?
References?
All right. I shall remember your face. Once trained...
Anything new?
People like you have no business up here. This is where, if you should ever succeed in be...
He seems like an asshat. Why are these normal workers allowed up here? Respectable citizens? My ass. Can I go in here or do they like riot at me? Just stopping by.
Smart kid.
Hello. Lothar.
Ah, you again. So, you actually managed to get into the upper quarter. There are some things you must heed here. Otherwise, you will wind up outside as fast as you got in here. You're only allowed to enter the merchants' buildings. You can recognize them by the signs over the door. Just so there are no misunderstandings. The other buildings belong to important citizens. There is nothing there for you. As a member of the militia, you also have access to the rooms of the paladin, but your quarters are still in the barracks. The important citizens of this town live in this quarter, so treat them with respect. Do we understand each other?
Sure. Where can I find Lord Hagen?
He's in the town hall, at the end of the upper quarter, but you will not be admitted there without a good reason.
What do I have to...
You're not even a citizen! How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin? Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary... If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Fernando. Capital letters.
How's business?
Not so great. Back when the barrier was still in place, times were better. The prisoners would scrape boxes and boxes of ore from the mines, and my ships then brought it to the mainland. On their way back, they bought food and other wares. But now we're cut off from the mainland, and I have to rely on the farmers for supplies.
I used to say that myself.
Night, night. Over here.
Halt! Only men who are in service to the king may enter the town hall.
I am a member of the militia.
All right, you can go in.
Just gotta say you remember. Doesn't have to give any proofs. Albrecht?
I need to talk to Lord Hagen.
He's in the Great Hall, straight through there. Whatever it is you want from him, keep it short. He's a busy man.
Can you teach?
I only instruct.
What does it mean?
A paladin is a warrior of Innos. He lives in order to serve him, and in return, the gift of magic is bestowed upon us. The magic of runes, which we are granted as recognition for our deeds.
Oh well. Sword? No. Oh. Night.
I have already heard of you. Lothar has reported that you wish to speak with me. You are the stranger who has demanded the Eye of Innos. I am Lord Hagen, Paladin of the King, warrior of our Lord Innos, and Commander-in-Chief of Corinus. I have much to do, so do not waste my time. Tell me, rather, why you are here.
What do you know about...
It is a divine artifact. In the old prophecies, it is mentioned in connection with dragons. However, the scriptures also say that only a chosen of Innos can wear it.
The hosts of evil are gathering very close to here, in the Valley of Mines.
In the Valley of Mines? We have dispatched an expedition there. We are also aware of reports that say the pass there is occupied by orcs. But thus far, no news has reached me of an army of evil. What army is that supposed to be?
An army of dragons who have gathered hosts of their minions around them.
Dragons? According to the old scriptures, it is many centuries since dragons were last sighted. Tell me, why should I believe a word you say?
But the question isn't whether you can believe me. The question is whether you can afford not to believe me when I tell the truth.
As long as I have no proof, I cannot afford to send even more men there.
So you want me to bring you proof?
Precisely. Cross the pass and go to the Valley of Mines. Once there, seek out the expedition, and when you have found them, speak to Commander Garond. If anyone knows the situation there, he will. If he confirms your words, then I am prepared to help you.
Does that mean you'll hand over the Eye of Innos to me?
The Eye of Innos? Good. Bring me proof, then I shall see to it that you are permitted to wear the amulet.
Then can I say I've got your word on this matter?
You can, for you have it.
Huh. Okay.
How am I supposed to get across the pass?
I shall give you the key to the gate to the pass. However, you will have to find your own way through the ranks of the orcs. May Innos protect you.
Sweet. Progress. Statue of Innos. Wait, wasn't someone's statue of Innos stolen?
According to the reports I've received, the Valley of Mines is a dangerous place. Make sure to equip yourself well before you leave.
How is this?
The war isn't won yet, although the royal troops are already driving back the orcs. But small bands of orcs are gathering in many places. They fight without honor and without faith.
Yeah. I don't have any points anyways. So it doesn't matter, no one can teach me anything.
Why have you?
We are on an I told you.
Yeah.
I want to take up service.
To be a warrior of Innos means to devote yourself entirely to the cause of Innos. Only the noblest and brave. If you are truly determined to become a paladin, you must
prove that you're worthy. Alright, so how do we do that?
How can your deeds will show whether we fight for freedom and
Justice,
we fight against
yeah.
Beliar and his henchmen who want to destroy the just order of Innos.
I understand.
You understand nothing at all. A paladin goes into battle, prays every single one of us has committed himself. Only he who truly understands this.
What are your men doing?
All right, since you're going there anyway, I might as well tell you. This is all about the magic ore. It can decide the outcome of the war. Without enough weapons made of magic ore, the king's army does not stand the slightest chance against the elite warriors of the orcs. And the ore mines here on the island are the last to which we still have access. As soon as our ship is fully laden with ore, we shall sail back to the mainland.
The war against the orcs is going badly then.
I have already told you too much.
What do you know? I wonder if we can take this Innos statue. Yep. No one cared. We're just gonna borrow it for a while. Don't mind me. And I'm just going to loot whatever's up here. Like whatever's in this chest.
Nothing about picking locks.
God damn it, I really need the lockpicking skill. I found so many great chests that I'd like to empty. Cornelius? Oh. He didn't have much to tell us.
Hey, you!
Larius?
What's your business here?
I didn't mean to intrude.
You have failed utterly at...
Who are you?
I am Larius, the local even if it may not seem so at the moment, I am the...
So you're in charge here?
At the moment, my hands are tied. That Lord Hagen is in command here, for as long as he's in the city at any rate.
How's it
exactly. We loot for good cause.
As long as the
good
paladins
cause.
are in the city, Lord Hagen takes care of all the affairs that concern the city.
Oh well. Lord Hagen is just like taking over this guy's job. Poor dude. Alright, so we have a mission. Just gotta equip ourselves well. Well, the guy's name first was Weeboo. Hey, we can climb this. I'd probably die if I jump from here, right?
All that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
No. Can I get down from here safely?
Saw that this way nothing could exist at all. No light and no.
It's kind of funny that I can't seem to find a way to like climb down from something.
All that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
I've got no time for things like
Luthero.
Really didn't deserve that.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute.
Hey, you, wait a minute. You're headed for the Valley of Mines, aren't you?
And?
Here's a bargain. You give me a report on what's going on with the ore, and for that, I will get you a ring that increases your life energy.
I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good. He said I could enter those that had signs outside of them. I guess it's this one. There's like no one here. Daggers and gold coins, leather satchel. The shittiest merchant house I've ever visited. So we'll run back to Andre to hopefully pick up a better weapon. What worries me a bit is I would need higher levels
And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his
to progress.
power, so that it might destroy the land.
But for now, we just gotta like go for it.
That's what I've always said.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Who says things like that?
I've managed to track down Peck.
Yes, he's already back at his post and going about his duty. Where did you find him?
He crossed my path in town.
All right, then go to him and get yourself a weapon.
I kept my word. Maybe he'll pay me back.
I've come to get myself a weapon.
Well, look who's here. Our new comrade. And he wants a sword. You didn't tell Andre I was in the Red Lantern. You seem to be okay. Here, take your sword. It's the best that I have. If you want a better weapon, then go to the merchants in the market.
Well, a fine sword. Strength required 50. Holy hell. But I can sell it for a lot of money, so guess that's something. I think I got a fine sword as a result of being nice to him. Yeah. I mean, the requirements for some of these things are ridiculous.
Stranger. I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Show me your wares.
I gotta sell some crap.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Stuff isn't worth anything.
That's all I heard. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. But it's
I guess I can sell these. A few coins.
These are bad.
Oh, voting again. God damn it, I keep missing to publish it. Oh gee. Look at how pretty that looks.
I won't tell her a thing from now on. That's what I've always said.
There we go. So get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in.
Show me your wares.
Shall we continue to play Gothic? Get your votes in. Fire. Let's sell these.
And he works all day too.
These might be good to keep, I guess.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Digger meat. Like,
You don't say.
My hoarding.
And he works all day too.
Another hoarding feeling you get. Get your votes in, everyone. Get your votes in.
That's not what I heard.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Longsword, pirate cutlass. 85. Freaking halberd.
Everybody knows by now.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
What
Darren?
can I do? Do you want to direct?
Take care of everything for everybody. That's what
I've come to get your blessing.
That's good. That's good. Then you will probably.
Actually, I wanted your blessing so I can sign on as an apprentice.
But my son, without a modest don't, how else can I be certain of your good?
That's not what my husband thinks.
So, how much does a donation usually?
Well, that depends on what percentage you want to give. You have more than 100 gold pieces. The Lord says, give. The church accepts your generous. I bless you in the name of Enoch.
50.
Where do you come from?
I come from the monastery of the magicians, which lies in the mountains.
Oh. Well, I got a blessing at least. Yeah, what a
Minos
freaking
be with
rip
you,
off.
stranger. If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying...
Just a moment. Do I look like a
Bah! You won't be the first one to make off with my things.
Oh.
Somebody stole from...
I can't prove it. The fellow was damn clever. Introduced himself as Ringaru, if that really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. And every evening, I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
Oh, so it's voted out. Let's save. And then we'll go to the voting mode. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, it better be a freaking really good blessing. Cheap bastards. We reached chapter 2. This is a good game. I'm impressed. It feels like a really good sequel to the first Gothic game. It even picks up where the story of the previous game left off. They've also improved on the visuals, the combat, and the movement. I do wish they had worked a bit on the inventory though. But other than that, it feels like the game is a straight up improvement on Gothic 1. I am a sucker for these open world adventure games. Just wish I had more time to sink into them. I like this game, I really do. I really do. It's a good pick. Really good pick.